I've analyzed over 10,000 short form videos and helped creators and myself generate over 1 billion views. In fact, one of our new clients just gained over 30,000 followers in less than a month using this exact framework that I'm about to show you. So here's the thing about going viral. It's not about luck. It's not about having a crazy big team. It's not some lottery system that you don't know about. It's about mastering these 3 skills that almost force the algorithm to get you more views and make you go viral. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can master these skills so going viral is inevitable, not accidental. So with that said, let's get into it. The first and by far most important skill that you have to master is your hook. Everybody should know this by now. And if you don't know what a hook is, it's basically the first 3 to 5 seconds of your video that make or break your video. It's going to determine whether people watch your video all the way through or just keep scrolling on by. So most people believe that when their videos perform badly, it has something to do with the algorithm and nothing to do with their content, when that's just not the case. The reality is, if your hook is bad, your video is going to perform bad. You could literally be giving out the cure for cancer in your video, but if your hook is bad, nobody's gonna watch it. And yeah, it's a little sad that we've come to this point, but it's just fact of the matter. Think about when you're scrolling on social media. You are scrolling at lightning speed, and you won't stop until you find a video that piques your interest. So you should be thinking the same exact way with your content. So here are the 3 most common things that people get wrong with their hooks. They 1, start way too slow. They 2, don't tap into any emotion. And 3, they don't give the viewer any reason to keep watching their video. So let me show you a few examples of good hooks versus bad hooks. Hey everyone, my name is Jerry, and today I'm gonna show you how to make your house look better. Here's how to make your house look like $1 million home on a budget. Yo, what's up followers? You already know why I'm here. Here's my leg workout. Your legs will never grow if you don't do this in your workouts. Unlock the shocking secrets to losing weight. If you wanna lose 10 pounds in a month, follow this meal plan. Apple just released their new iPhone, and honestly, in my opinion, it's just not worth the money. Apple just wasted billions of dollars releasing their new iPhone. Dude, LeBron James, that man's the best basketball player ever. He is. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but Michael Jordan is not the best basketball player ever. So I did a project this weekend, and I think a lot of you are probably gonna like it. I took a Hellcat engine and put it inside of a 1992 Toyota Corolla. So it's pretty good. This is what happens when you give a redneck 50 grand in free will. So if you watch that segment over again, you'll find that those bad hooks are very specific, they're super long, and they don't really intrigue anybody who's watching your video. Whereas the good hooks that I did after the bad hooks have 1, mass appeal, 2, they are short and punchy, and 3, they leave the viewer wanting more. Your hooks should almost always leave the viewer asking themselves a question. So let's take a quick look at this viral video of mine and why it did so well solely because of the hook.
This is one of the best traditions in all of college football.
So that hook only took me 2 seconds to say, but it set the tone for my entire video. I said, this is one of the best traditions in all of college football, which makes the viewer wonder, what is the tradition that he is talking about? I need to stay and watch the video to understand what this tradition is and why it's the best. And that 2 seconds made this video get over 5.1 million views just on TikTok. So let's take a look at some of my most viral videos and why the hook made them go so viral. We first have this video that got 9.2 million views.
I can't believe more people aren't talking about this.
So this hook here is actually very simple, but it introduces the aspect of FOMO. So since I said, I can't believe more people aren't talking about this, everyone's asking themselves, what are we not talking about? Why do I need to listen to this video? Which ultimately makes them watch the entire video. Then there's this video about the Costco guys that I talked about in one of my past videos. It did 4.1 million views, but the hook in this is so good. I pat myself on the back for this one. This kid will never have to work a day in his life because of TikTok. So this was right when they started to pop off, but since I said this kid will never have to work a day in his life, everyone's wondering why. And it's also a bit of a controversial statement because a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, yeah, this kid's never gonna have to work a day in his life. Let's see what this is all about. Therefore, making them watch longer to understand what I am talking about. And lastly, I have this video that did 5.5 million views with a hook that lasted about a quarter of a second. We're screwed. So all I say in this video is we're screwed. And the video starts with a very bright, vibrant, whatever looking animal above me, which just grabs more attention and creates intrigue, therefore making people wonder what the hell am I showing above me and why we're screwed, which again made them watch more and push the video out farther and farther. So here are 3 keys to my viral hook formula. First, we have number 1, some sort of pattern interrupt. If you look at all of my videos, they start with a zoom in or a zoom out or motion on the screen or something that just looks a little bit different than a static video of me talking to the camera. It is very subtle, but it does make a difference. But you could also do this by lighting a candle or holding your water bottle or on your phone or anything that you can think of that almost distracts the viewer a little bit. Then we have number 2, which is creating a curiosity loop just like I showed you in that college football video. And basically a curiosity loop is just having the viewer ask themselves a question after your hook, and the only way that that question can be answered is by watching your video. Simple. And number 3, have some sort of emotional pull, whether that's shock, excitement, FOMO, happiness, whatever it may be. Tug on their heartstrings a little bit. And if you do all of those things right, you are basically forcing people to stop and pay attention to you and what you have to say. And now we're going to move on to the actual structure of your videos. Most people lose viewers a quarter of the way through because their videos do not have any structure. You really should think about your videos like the structure of a book. You start here, go all the way up to the climax, and then you're back down to the resolution. So here's a super quick breakdown of the anatomy of almost any talking video on the internet ever. You want to start with a hook. So if you don't nail this, your video is pretty much cooked and nothing else matters. Number 2, you want to move on to the setup, and this is where you give enough context to keep them hooked, but you don't give away all the value just yet. Then number 3, you'll get to the payoff, and this is where you deliver on the promise that you made within the hook. And then finally, the call to action, where you ask the audience to do something because you just gave out so much value that they should do something in return, whether that be a like or a follow or a comment or going to the link in your bio, whatever that may be. And the biggest mistake that people make is that they delay the payoff for way too long. You need to front load the value and give people a reason to keep watching. Keep opening curiosity loops throughout your video. So these analytics you're seeing right now are from one of my very own videos where it was just not well structured. Most people stop watching after 2 seconds of this video, meaning 1, that my hook was bad, and 2, the average watch time was only 13.5 seconds, meaning I didn't keep their attention good enough. Now conversely, this video got 9.2 million views, and look how different this chart looks than the other one. 45 seconds in, I still have 32% retention, which is really good. And my average watch time is 34.5 seconds. If any video has these metrics, you are absolutely going to go viral. And when you nail this, people don't just watch your video one time. They will like, they will comment, they will watch it again, and share it with their friends. That is exactly how you win. Now let's talk about something that almost nobody understands: how the algorithm actually works. If you just think, oh, if I'm consistent and post content every day, the algorithm will do the rest, you're setting yourself up for failure. When it comes down to it, these algorithms are not some sort of fourth dimensional black magic that was created a couple years ago. These algorithms follow basic rules that we can manipulate time and time again. Sure, these rules change all the time and they're constantly evolving, but they follow the same basic structure almost every time. So here are the 3 things that matter the absolute most when it comes to the algorithm. Number 1, that people just can't seem to get out of their heads: your follower count means absolutely nothing. All that matters is your engagement rate. You can see people with millions and millions and millions of followers getting 1,000 views on their video. And you can also see someone with 12 followers getting millions of views on their video. The follower count does not matter. The second thing that you should be focusing on is creating shareable content. When you're making a video, you should think to yourself, would some random dude on a farm in Nebraska share this with his buddies? You can obviously change the demographics of whatever person, but if the answer is no, maybe it's time that you reflect and change your video a little bit. But above all, the metric that matters the most out of everything is watch time. Let's really think about this for a second. These apps, their job is to keep you on the app for as long as possible. So what metric is going to keep you on the app for longer? Watch time. The longer people watch, the more you get rewarded. That is why your hooks and your curiosity loops and your storytelling are so important to having success on social media. If you nail those 3 things, you're going to do really well. So the secret for getting consistent virality isn't just hoping for a lucky break. It's optimizing every single post for virality. And I've spent 5 years testing thousands and thousands of videos, and I can tell you that this works like a cheat code. Like, these are just my Instagram views over the past week. So now you know the exact skills that I use to master short form content and go viral multiple times every week. But here's the reality: you could spend the next 6 months figuring this out through trial and error and waste thousands of dollars and thousands of hours in the process. Or you could work directly with me and my team, where we create you 3 months of viral content. We write your hooks and your scripts for you. We optimized every single post for max reach, and we build you a content system so you can focus on what you do best while we do our job. So click the link in the description to see if you qualify for our Done For You content program. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.